species as a whole. Here comes some help for us. By the start of the 20th century, these animals, unfortunately, were the 800 pounds historically. Unfortunately, those genes are just no longer present. Those are the newest bison calves, are the little orange ones. Some of the calves born earlier this season that still don't have their horns yet, but have a dark brown color. That happens after they're about 2.5 months old. These guys have beautiful spots all over their body. They're a little bit smaller than the Jersey white-tail. The white-tailed deer lose these spots after a while. These deer have been introduced for hunters to harvest their pelts pretty much worldwide. Got a few more Brias over here. Brias, when they spread their wings and start running, can hit us obviously. They're about 25 miles an hour. We are coming up on the African elephant. This time of day, they kind of inch their way closer to their gate where their nightly bedding is. Male African elephants with 8-foot tusks stand 12 feet tall and weigh up to 7 tons. Elephant trunks are pretty style. There's over 100,000 muscles in their trunks. They use them for pretty much everything, from feeding themselves to getting a drink of water. They're actually an extension of their nose and their upper lip. This skeleton actually puts something as small as a peanut on the ground, but also strong enough to grab around the ground and lift it up over their head. White rhino is over there on the right. There are at least 5 different subspecies of rhinos alive: the white, the black, the Java, the Sumatra, and Indian. 4 out of 5 of those subspecies are listed as critically endangered or endangered. These are zebras. That's a little baby zebra right there. That little guy's about 2 months old. You can get him more. We got lots of ostriches over here. The females have the blue feathers, the males have black feathers. Ostriches are the biggest bird in the world. 9 feet tall, 325 pounds. They have an 8-foot long wingspan as well. These are water buffalo. Asian water buffalo, usually found soaking in the ponds of Africa. This particular area of our safari park has more water available than any other part of the park. So animals like the water buffalo just soak themselves up as one day are found here. reasons that the dwellings. One of them being that their body temperature will match the outside air in extreme conditions throughout the conservatory. So, for example, if it's 115 degrees Fahrenheit in the desert where they're living in, their body temperature will match that more or less in an effort to help conserve water. There are few real diseases. And the bongo along the fence, the African bongo, is a very mysterious animal. Some would call them the ghost of the forest. The first fragment taken was in the African bongo, they seem to run away. Where we observed in the wild. It's usually found in the swamps. They're called ellipses or whatever, because of these white markings on their hind sides. Just a reminder, we're not allowed to touch the animals. Please don't reach over and touch any of the giraffes, alright? Don't go far, they'll laugh at us. The reticulated giraffe is the tallest animal in the world. Standing at 18 feet tall, their legs are 6 feet long, their necks are 7 feet long. There's just 7 oversized vertebrae in a giraffe's neck. 7 big elongated bones. That's the same amount of bones in a human being's neck. The horns on a giraffe's head are called ossicones. They're bony protrusions that are covered in fur. A giraffe's tongue is 18 inches long, and it's actually prehensile. They can grab stuff with it. Giraffe's legs are 6 feet long. They're so long they have to walk with a parallel gait. If they were to try and walk like a regular 4-legged animal, they would trip over their own 4 feet. Looks like it's time for the giraffe to get filled up again. To the right are horned oryx. The Sims are horned oryx. They live on the west coast of Africa. Yeah, the Central Desert oryx. Red and Coley cattle. Nice. These cows were actually bred and used and raised to be used as cows. This is the biggest antelope that we have here at Great Adventure. Second biggest in the world. Behind greater eland. Our big alpha male eland, he's about to walk by. He's got a blue coat. A big common eland weighs almost 2,000 pounds. He's got that big dewlap hanging from his neck. These antelopes can reach a top speed of 25 miles an hour. That's actually considered as a slow for an antelope. When they're spooked, though, they can jump feet high in the air. That's as high as these jeeps are up off the ground. You can rent these. You'll open up the weekend for the rest of the season, but this is the Savannah Sunset Resort. They sleep 2 to 6 people. They're fully furnished, fully electrified. They all have their own bathrooms and running water, toilets, showers, all the good stuff. Just bring getting your change of clothes. They cost $600 a night, 2 days, 2 nights minimum, and it goes up from there. Special VIP tours, get up close with the giraffes, with the elephants, the tigers. There's nothing like it on the East Coast. Those are addics over there. Addics are critically endangered in the wild. They actually already be extinct in the wild. The black-hooded eastern whitetail was thought to be extinct in the wild about 100 years ago. Turns out there were 2 farmers raising these animals as livestock. Is strong enough that a guy my size could carefully stand on one, and it shouldn't break. Are we going to take the moat? Lions are the only socially capped species. They live in groups known as prides. A pride of lions typically consists of an alpha male, his favorite females, and all their cubs. Tell the difference between a male and a female. The females do not grow a lion's mane. When a mane starts growing, the seeds and pushes the fur on their body. And as we get older, more and more dark brown fur will enter. The primary job of a male lion is to conduct patrols, making sure that there are no other lions or predators in their territory. Females go out and do all the hunting for the pride. When they take down their prey, they don't eat it on site. They actually bring it back to the rest of the pride. The alpha male eats first, and any other adult males that may be in the pride, usually siblings of the females.
There's no way that one's pretty good.
After that, the females get to eat, followed by the cubs. The cubs eat last because technically they can still be fed milk from the mothers. A lion's roar can be heard 5 miles away from humans. By humans. The black bear is the most commonly found, the most widely distributed, and also the smallest of the North American bears. 2 to 500 pounds for the average man. So we really need to kind of ask her to stay seated down. Yeah. She kind of needs to stay seated. The further out west you go, the more likely you are to run into one of these animals cooked down. A darker light brown, cinnamon, a blonde, even white black bears have occurred. That mostly happens on the west coast. Depending on the time of year, these bears will more or less eat anything. Seeds, nuts, berries, small animals, fish, livestock, all on the menu for a black bear.
So with this bear at the bottom, drinking water?
Can you just sit that little one down, please? This is our black bear nursery this year. Little black bears are hustled up in the trees when there's any sort of danger. They have sharp curved claws. Here in the downhill area of the Wild Plains, we have an antelope called the red letchway today. Letchways are actually pretty closely related to the ellipses waterbucks that we saw back at the top of the hill. The males of the two species actually grow very, very similar horns. These guys are a little bit on the smaller side. They also have another special adaptation that helps them through the swamps. Their hind legs are about a foot longer than their front limbs. That helps them navigate the marshy terrains that they run through. They can run for long distances through the swamps. bears weigh anywhere between 5 and 650 pounds, the big boys. This is another mother, this is another bear, mama bear and her cub. Cubs will stay with their mothers anywhere from 2 to 5 years, depending on the scenario. Here at Great Adventure, we usually keep them together 3 to 3.5 years, typically. Sometimes a little longer. These bears prefer a little bit more protein in their diet. They're more apt to go out and hunt for some food. Farmers need to keep an extra eye on their livestock. These bears will go after anything pretty much super smaller. Over here on the right, there's kind of the brown bear spot. Big males will have their lunch over here on the sidewalk and then make their way in a little pond and just kind of relax the rest of the day. Everybody knows that bears hibernate during the winter months, that's more or less due to a lack of resources. The bears at Great Adventure get fed year round. There really is not much of a lack of resources at all. Hibernating bears in the wild will not wake up to have a drink of water or have a snack or even go to the bathroom. The only thing that wakes up a hibernating bear is going into labor and giving birth. Mama bear and her cub have been over here since January. Over there, all the way on the right. There's Mama, and she's got a Joey right behind her. See? Where's he going? What's that little guy doing? When kangaroos are on their hind legs, they have to hop. Oh, he's so little. This might be his first day at the bottom of town. We don't know. Female kangaroos are only pregnant for a month before they give birth to a little tiny jelly bean-sized Joey. That little Joey then has to crawl into the mother's pouch all on its own without any help. Oh, there's another little Joey. Look at that little guy. Look at that little one. Here's the herd mob. That's what a group of kangaroos is known as. It's called a mob. The kangaroos are on their hind legs. They have to hop. Their hip bones are fused together. They use their weight as a big old... They also hardly have anything for a wingspan. They have what's called a vestigial wing. It's not really a wing, it's just a claw covered in feathers that just hangs on their side. One of the coat variants, it's called a tabby. So her coat is butterscotch colored with brown stripes. Color variants in tigers only occur in the Bengal tiger subspecies. So the white and black and the white and white that everyone thinks are Siberian tigers are actually Bengal tigers. Current estimates put the wild tiger population at 4,000 big cats. That's across 6 accepted subspecies. Over the last 100 years, 3 different subspecies of tigers have gone completely extinct. The Siberian tiger was almost a Siberian tiger. All the rest of the tigers are going to be the Siberian variety. We have 5 here in one enclosure. Tigers usually live solitary lives. We have these 5 together because they're all intermates. They're all bonded together. Males keep a home range of about 30 miles. Females about half that. Males like to keep several females overlapping in his home range because females will only keep the company of a male for 3 to 5 days at a time. So we have some black bucks over here. These are the small antelopes. We saw a few mature males back in the Serengeti grasslands and in the wild plains. There were mature males with a dark brown to black coat and long twisty horns. So the males over here are a little bit on the younger side. Females keep that fawn color their whole lives. There's a llama up there on that hill. That is a drama llama. That llama is the reason why we know that llamas can hit a target with their stick from 20 feet away. He seems to cause problems with all the other llamas the second that they let him back into that realm over there in the Americas. He seems to be pretty happy being king over here though. These are Oudads, A-O-U-D-A-D. The Barbary may have over between the lions and the black bears. Look at Medusa just completing its first loop. That's an interesting way to see the olive baboons. We also have nilgai. Those are the large antelopes along the fence. Nilgai are the literal translation in English is blue cow. The nilgai population has exploded some recent decades due to the big farm. Say hi to Bob as we go by. This used to be a drive-through experience. The baboons were out in the middle of the road. You can look at the yaks over there. I'll tell you more about the yaks as we drive by the males and the females are going to be about the same height, but the females are half the weight. A big male can top off 75 pounds. A big female not more than 30, 35. Only the females will have the bright pink markings on their backside. The brighter and pinker and bigger it is, the more ready she is to make some more baboons. Males do not get that feature on their one. The olive baboon is an opportunistic omnivore. They'll feed on just about anything. They're found in 25 different countries, generally considered to be savanna baboons, but they do well in any environment you put them in. Eat fish, small rodents and animals. In areas where they live near huge populations, they're considered a cooperator species, so you gotta watch your brain. You're a big-time farmer. In the wild, they live in groups known as troops. There is anywhere between 15 and 150 members of a baboon troop. Females will stay with the same family troop their whole lives. Males join a new troop every 4 or 5 years and make friends with females in the group. The American bison, but these animals are thoroughly domesticated. They are found on farms and ranches all over Asia. Mainly raised as beast of burden. Also with the meat, milk, size, hair, and cheese.